All right, so I've now put in a ton of game time into Destiny Rising, and a lot of people have been asking me my thoughts. Is it better than Destiny 2? And I think, like, just right off the rip, just like, no, it's a mobile game. Destiny 2 is a fully developed 7-8-year-old AAA title that looks amazing, has a ton of depth, has a ton of history. But that being said, I think there are a lot of very interesting things that Bungie should be seeing in Destiny Rising and learning and taking this and implementing versions of it into Destiny 2. And that's what I want to go over in this video. So I have a list of 5 things that I think Bungie should be really learning about what people enjoy from Destiny Rising. The first thing is actually what I think is the most important. This is going to be activity diversity in terms of length, in terms of rewards, in terms of all sorts of things. Right now, you go into Destiny 2, pretty much everything gives you like the exact same type of rewards, and everything takes about 10 minutes. You do a Crucible match, you do a Gambit match, you do a Strike, you do a seasonal activity. It's like 10 minutes long, and they give you all the same types of loot. This game does an amazing job of separating everything out. So there's like 20 different currencies to upgrade your characters, which I don't like, but each of those currencies comes from a different short activity. So if we look at your adventures here, if you want to upgrade your weapons, you can do Haven Ops, which are kind of like strikes. If you want to upgrade your artifact, which is like your defensive or health boosts, buffs, that's going to be Realm of the Nine, which is a short 5-minute activity where you load in, and it's a roguelike. Every round you get to pick a buff that makes you stronger and helps you complete the waves faster, and you have to complete a certain number of waves in a certain amount of time to get your rewards. Morgrand's Prey is another roguelike, which is actually kind of the opposite, where every round you pick a buff that makes your enemies harder. And the faster you do it, the better rewards you get. This helps you upgrade and like unlock different skills. The Xur one, I don't know if I talked about it. Oh yeah, I said it gives you your artifacts. You have Legacy, which you can think about as kind of like Gambit without PvP. You just kill things, pick up modes, bank them. This gives you stuff to help upgrade your character levels and helps you just become stronger overall. You have Gauntlet Ops. So these take a little bit longer. Gauntlet Blitz is kind of like a menagerie-ish, like 6-man, a little tougher mechanically. Thing. This gives you pretty crazy weapons. You have Gauntlet Onslaught, which is the raid for this alpha. You can see you can pick all 3 of the different encounters separately. They all take 10-15 minutes depending on your team, and it gives you crazy rewards such as specific exotics. For each of the encounters has their own specific exotic that you have a chance to get, which is awesome. That's just such a really cool system. There's a Marvel Snap style card game where you can actually deck build and go and challenge NPCs and your friends. There's a 2D platforming ghost game where you have to dodge like old school Mario or Flappy Bird, where you have to dodge little obstacles, and if you get enough points, you unlock an exclusive emblem. There's a huge diversity of activities, and there's a reason to specifically do all of them. And I think that's something that Destiny has been sorely missing for quite a long time. So, and I think like the shortness is really cool. Just being able to hop in and do something like a 5-minute activity instead of being forced to do a 10 or 15-minute strike or Gambit game or Crucible match. It's nice to have shorter activities as well. So that's the first thing that I think they should take away. I really like that. The second thing is very simple. A ping. How do we not have a ping? How does this mobile game have a ping system, but Destiny 2 does not have a ping system? Don't like that. So definitely, and I think it's pretty, there's like different pings that you can do as well. So very cool, something that Destiny has desperately needed for a long time. The third thing is going to be more unique abilities. I think the community has talked about this for a very long time, but Destiny 2 has a problem with a lot of abilities, and they've been getting better with, Strand, I think, was a huge step in the right direction of being more unique. But if you still think about, like, Titan Supers, they're all punching someone, except for Hammer. But everything else is just punching something. And then there's very set rules that Supers kind of exist in. This character right here is my favorite character, Estella. Her super is that she summons a goddamn Ahamkara ghost that attacks enemies. we already talked about this one. Everyone knows this one. You have Gwyn, who is a Void Warlock, who is cooler Nova Warp and can do multiple attacks in her Nova Warp, and is awesome. You have, let's see. You have the standard ones, like this guy does well. Ning Fei she's Arc Strider. But there's just a huge, Kabir has like literally the Aegis. So he like can shoot Aegis shots. Just cool stuff. There's a lot more diversity here. Some of them play together. Ikora's kit plays very synergistically. She pulls things together and then she can explode them with Nova Bomb. You have characters that have abilities that heal your teammates and do like arc bolt grenades. And while also having pretty much Arc Song of Flame. Very cool stuff. I mean, all around, this game has more diversity in terms of abilities and supers than Destiny has over 10 years. And Destiny has been adding stuff consistently, and this game is launching with this. So, you know, I know there's balancing concerns and that sort of thing. But especially when you talk about like Titan supers, I feel like Destiny has been incredibly conservative with, you know, not jumping the shark and coming up with something really cool. And I think that ends up hurting how each of the different subclasses feels and the diversity of like your playstyles and things like that. Has gotten better over the last couple of years, but I think this game, Destiny Rising, really shows like a hunger for more unique identity when it comes to like ability kits. And so I hope that's something that Destiny 2 continues to lean into a little more heavily. The fourth thing is another activity. I could have included it in my first point, but it is shifting gates. Shifting gates is incredible. It is Gambit if Gambit was good. I don't know exactly how to explain this because it's a little complex. It's easily one of the most complex things in this game. But essentially, imagine that you had 3 Gambit maps that existed in the same instance. So like you had like Emerald Coast and Deep Six and the Mars one that I don't remember what it's called. And you see how like here on screen you have like one map here, one map there, one map here. So it's divided into 3 spaces that all exist at the same time. There's a lot of teams that all exist at the same time. And you're all playing on the same map divided between these 3 areas, and you're completing these small objectives, and you're getting motes and you have to bank them. And then halfway through, a boss spawns, 2 bosses spawn, and if you kill them, you get a giant mote. And if you bank them, then you get the most rewards. And the team that banks the most, they're called data nuclei, but the most motes at the end of the run gets the best rewards. But while you're collecting and killing bosses and doing all of this, you have the chance to run into enemies. And so it's just very dynamic, and it's a lot less like structured than Gambit, and it's a lot less boring than Gambit. This is the perfect version of a PvEvP game mode in Destiny as far as I can tell. I love this, and I would love to see like a more realized in-depth version of this within Destiny 2, because it is very, very, very interesting as a concept. And the 5th thing is going to be how they treat clans within Destiny Rising. They're called wolf packs. They're pretty cool. You get your own clan space. Not only do you get your own clan space, you get a whole goddamn mountain that you can customize. Right now we have a hangar. I believe this is going to expand in the full alpha. At a certain clan rank, you unlock a customizable shooting range. Yep. A tribute hall style shooting range that you can customize based off of your clan level, giving you a reason to be in a clan and interact with your clan and play with your clan. Right now we just have this hangar that as we upgrade, we can design and make it look prettier and stuff. There's a currency that you only get for being in a clan. You unlock it and you can use it to buy like actually useful stuff. Being in a clan in Destiny Rising is 100 times more interesting and useful than being in a clan in Destiny 2. And this game is in alpha. So that's just something I really want to harp on, is like, give us a goddamn mountain that we can customize and show our stuff off. So if you've been enjoying Destiny Rising and you think I missed anything on this list, let me know down below. If you have any questions, I know a lot of people haven't been able to play it, let me know. I've been really enjoying this game. It's not perfect, it needs a lot of work, but it does a lot of very interesting things. And just kind of makes me excited to see a different take on sort of the Destiny franchise. So let me know what you think down below. Make sure to subscribe. Love your faces. See you next time.